Hi everyone, how are you today? We have finished our materials for the midterm exam, and therefore I'm going to give you the review. This is taken from the outline though. Choose 5 words or phrases from the box below and write 1 sentence for each. Every sentence must at least have 5 words in it. So not 3 words, not 4 words in your sentence. Try to write at least 5 words. One example, sweltering. Sweltering means very hot. Example, in Cambodia, the weather is sweltering in May. Just like this month, really. There's a lot of air from outside or even air conditioner. All right, so choose 5 words. Inspiring. Inspiring means giving you ideas, good ideas to do something, to inspire you. Daunting means exhausting. Daunting means making us tired. Daunting task, for example. To be worth it, to be here, of course, you can change into am, is, are, was, were, or has, have been. You have to be worth it. Worth it means your effort, the energy that you spend uh, gives you the result that you want, that is worth it. But not worth it means your energy that you spend is not equal to the result that you get. It's not worth it. Yeah. Bestseller is usually for books. If a book is really good to read, and a lot of people want to buy and read the book, so the book becomes a bestseller. To get a discount, uh, we are the expert of this expression. Probably you're going to take this as your sentence. To spoil someone, to spoil him, to spoil a child, is to treat that person very specially, maybe over more than specially. See someone off means like you are sending someone off, see someone off, saying goodbye, bye, and let's see someone off at the door or at the airport. You see someone off. Roam around means you go around. Roam, you go around. Maybe without certain destination. Maybe you don't know where to go, and then you just roam around. Roam around, explore around. Far-fetched is usually for ideas that are not very grounded. Yeah? Probably the idea is from another planet. It is not applicable. Far-fetched. So this idea. Okay, so please do the exercise there, and only 5 sentences. Yeah. Next, section B. Highlight the best form of the verb. Past simple, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. three, three options, and that is not easy sometimes. To give you one example here, I am sorry I can't have lunch with you. Or probably he or she is already full or still full. I lunch. All right, so here you have past tense. I had lunch. I had lunch means maybe yesterday or maybe last week. I had lunch. Um, so when you talk about an action in the past, you use past simple. It means you just talked about a history that has nothing to do with now. I had lunch. It has nothing to do with now. But if you say I have had lunch, it means there is an effect to now. If you say I have just had lunch, it means you can still feel the effects of the action. It means I am still full, but I had lunch. There is no connection between the past and present. Only about the past. I had lunch. I had lunch yesterday. I had lunch last week. I had lunch with my friends last year, and so on. And then here, have been having means not finished yet. Maybe you are still having lunch. So I have been having lunch until now, not finished yet. Or maybe you just finished, but the table or the place where you eat is still dirty. There's still your plate there, and then some crumbs, some leftover food that you did not eat, and so on. So that's the difference. Present perfect continuous means it has not finished yet. Until now, it's still happening, but it started from the past. You can also use present perfect continuous, meaning repeatedly. He has been coming, for example. He has been coming means over and over and over again. He has been coming here. He has been not. He has come here. He has come here means one time, and he is now here. But he has been coming here means many times, repeatedly, until now. He has been coming. But he came here, of course, only one time, like in a history. He came here. So where is he? Oh, I don't know, but he came here. So, all right. So I am sorry, I can't have lunch with you. I have just had. It's like this, yeah. So you try to understand the difference between the past tense and present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. Next, see, this is the indirect or indirect questions. You don't change the tense, but you don't have a question mark here. I mean, you have to reverse. You can still have a question mark if the main verb is a question, like can you tell me, then you have a comma. But I'd like to know, this is not a question, right? So you don't need a question mark, not comma. You don't need a question mark in here, but here you still need a question mark. Give you example. Where does she live? Can you tell me? So you reverse, yeah, reverse. Can you tell me where? You don't have does. Okay? Not a question, yeah, not a question. So can you tell me where she lives? So this is still a question. So you put a question mark. Can you tell me where she lives? Yeah, not a question from. Okay. I'm sure you still remember. Just do not change the tense, but reverse. And if you have like this one, do, yes, no question, you need to have if, yeah. For example, are you single? Are you single? But you want to make it more polite, so you use the indirect question. Are you single? For example, this is too straightforward, right? So you can say in a more polite way, would you tell me? But this is yes, no question. So you have if or whether. You are single. Would you tell me? It's still a question, so a question like this. Yeah, this is just an example. Another example. So you can have WH questions here, or you can have yes no question here. You have WH questions, you just write, you invert the subject and verb. And but if you have yes no question, then you should have if or whether. Yes or no. Section D, highlight the correct comparative and or superlative form to complete each sentence. After resting for 2 days, I felt much better then, much more good then, much better. This one? Oh, all right, this one, yeah. Sorry. Yes. You don't have then because you are not comparing with something here. You stop here. It means actually then before, but I did not write the before here, so you don't need that. After resting for 2 days, I felt much better than before. Okay, but you can also say much better. Full stop. Next, E. Correct the grammatical mistakes in the underlined parts of the sentences below. Yeah, this one is the causative. You can open your book on. Oh, references. I have sent you the reference. I'm going to send you the references as well here. I better to the stores before they close. Yes, I better go. But if you follow with a subject here, yeah, you open your reference again. Yeah, if you follow with the subject here, something happened to the verb. Yeah, it becomes something else. You can check. You can check. All right. So I will change this. I better go. Mhm. The next one here, writing theory. The theory of writing. There are actually some points in the writing theory. We have been discussing how to write a paragraph and an essay, short essay. But this one is about theory. So please open your book. I have indicated here the pages that you need to read. Yeah. Try to paraphrase. What is paraphrase? Paraphrase is to use your own words. Usually what I do is read, I understand, and then I close the book, and then I try to say it or try to write it with my own words. That is a more advanced approach than just copy and paste, copy and paste.